What's shaking, people? It's your girl Spring. Sit back and relax, you are now rocking with the best. Have you checked out AIM controllers? The absolute best controller in the game, from customization to branding and more. With a lifetime warranty, why not invest in something that's worth it? The best controller for the best deals. Make sure to use code DOOM at checkout. Links in the description. That's code DOOM for awesome discounts. This is your DSG brand ambassador, and you know the motto, let the good times roll.
What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap-up where we give you the news. Break it down bite-sized so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game that's out of what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction, live viewers call in. No cap, conversation, we going all in. It's the weekly wrap-up, so enjoy the show. You're now rocking with the best. Let the good times roll. Come on! What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD back with another YouTube live video, and you already know what it is. It's the weekly wrap-up, people. So sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best, and we got a crazy show tonight. We've got SlightStarDust for sure. We've got Sadotthegamer for sure. We've got Johnny Rocker may call in. We've got Babe Bro may call in. We got Pewter Odin may call in. So it's a crazy show off top. Y'all already know what kind of week we had. So let's bring in the boys. We just gonna bring in the boys real quick and get this thing started popping. Y'all already know. My boy SlightStarDust. What it do, sir?
Hey, guys. Now, just really quick, if you don't mind, I would like to say that my entrance theme for November 26th, when I come out to box, will be Ocean Man by The Ween. Now, you guys might have heard that from the end of the SpongeBob movie. All right. So I can't play it because copyright, but if you all want to listen to it, then feel free, and then you can comment on it after.
Oh my God. Next up, we got the most viewed YouTube Avengers creator in the game right now, Mr. SlightStarDust. What's up with it, dude?
The hell's my intro?
I don't have it right now. I was changing over the stuff on the Stream Deck, and I have not loaded it up yet. And I'm sorry.
What is your show under? Is your show under Crystal Dynamics right now? We got budget cuts already.
Oh wow! He said budget. No, the budget isn't cut. It's just being transferred. That's all.
Doom's a really big fan of YouTube, so he's wanting to bury Sadot a little bit. That's all it is.
Is it being transferred over to Tomb Raider, or is that how it's working?
Doom Raider.
So that's what we're doing tonight. Already, that's what we're doing.
I'm bringing good vibes tonight. This has been a big week, and a lot of negativity. But I am promising that we're going to make Avengers great again.
Bye.
He didn't do the face. He didn't do the
Dude, y'all don't even understand right now, chat. Anyways, before we oh my God, that's how we start the show. I don't want to die to myself, so let me make sure I'm good. AIM controllers, people. Y'all already saw the commercial. Y'all already know I'm a partner. There's a better way of looking at this. And since I don't want to dock myself, I'm gonna take this off screen real quick, and we're gonna crack this thing open and see what them boys sent me. You know what I'm saying?
How did we not think of AIM controllers when we were doing the AIM jokes last week? You're literally sponsored by a company with AIM.
Oh God. Don't do the no, not last week again. Please start the
sponsored by AIM.
Why am I really sponsored by AIM though?
That's crazy. Didn't think about that at all.
Oh, this box is actually pretty dope. Oh, that's pretty cool.
We've turned this is a podcast, an unboxing video. Is everything.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. Thank you, Podca, for making my AIM controller. Definitely appreciate you. That's fire. Boom, boom.
He's just
boom.
opening his Crystal Dynamics duffel bags after burying
Bro,
Sadot's intro.
This man said Crystal Dynamics duffel bag. Okay, this is complicated. Or is it? Oh, it's not complicated at all, actually.
You just open it.
Shut up. This is more than just open. Oh, that's funky, filthy fire. Yo, check that out, people. All right. If y'all can see it, move my name a little bit. There we go. I got the extra stickers.
Where's the Doom Killer logo?
Oh no, that's the next one. This is just the initial one that I'm going to be going into battle royales and war zones.
Oh, so that's just sweat controller. Is that what you're trying to say?
Pretty much. This is my pro sweat controller. Literally, I'm not even joking with y'all. And then I got some extra paddles just in case. Well, look at the box is fire though. But the accessories and everything got a cord in there and all of that. But they give me some extra paddles just in case these wear down, which I don't think they will. But sponsored by AIM, yo. So that's what we doing. We got unboxing this fire real quick. Got the Call of Duty grid in there. If y'all can see it, yeah, it's got the Call of Duty grid. I'm ready for it. I'm ready. Ready.
Imagine playing Call of Duty.
I know, bro. Like I actually downloaded Warzone. I'm kind of hyped for it. Yo, we got the See, I'm confused on what to call Pewter at this point because he used to be all in for Avengers. Like this man is literally one of the biggest supporters of the game that I know. You know what I mean? And if y'all think me, Sadat, Kaz, Stardust got the raw end of the deal, man, the man I'm bringing on next really did get the raw end of the deal. So bringing on the man himself, Mr. Pewter Odin. What's good with it, bro?
I mean, at least they gave him a jacket.
Bang.
And a hat. It's got it on now.
And a hat that I'm still rocking to this day. What's good, ladies and gentlemen?
Rocking it right now.
Yes, indeed.
I would have creased if Doom had an intro for him, by the way.
Bros. All right, let's
I got the popcorn. We ready.
Oh, I hope you do, because it's about to go down. We got 30 people up in here. Hopefully 30 people hit that damn like button. If you haven't hit that like button, please do so right now, because the show is about to get popping. SlightStarDust, Sadotthegamer, Pewter Odin. Boys, about what 1-2 o'clock in the morning Sunday, get up.
It's 5 a.m. for me, bro.
5 a.m. That's about like 1-2 o'clock in the morning my time.
It's crazy.
Sadat was still asleep. He ain't even catch the news till late.
Yep. Are we talking? Oh, is this the Legend Hour?
This is the Legend Hour.
Legendary Mondays.
It's the legendary part of the segment.
Yes, indeed. Monday. This is Monday. And our golden boy himself, Mr. Miller, went and said somebody had broken the embargo and gave us all of the news that we needed to get. What was your first impression when you got that, when you saw that thumbnail, when you saw that intro from Miller, how he came through like a boss? SlightStarDust, let's go, baby.
As soon as I saw the picture, at first I actually thought it was just a really bad Photoshop from the original person who posted it, because the poster was so arse that I actually thought it was like not real. I thought it was a bunch of like ArtStation PNGs put on like, you know, like me and Sadot know, get a bunch of PNGs from ArtStation. You know what I mean? Like, so, but no, it turned out not to be. And then obviously everyone's going crazy, like, yo, this is real. And I'm thinking, no way is this actually been no, is this really CD are doing this? So I'm looking at other content creators who are a part of the space. Nothing. I'm like, no way. No way. Like, I'm saying, CD, right, is you guys on Miller's ass all the time, right? He's not a part of no NDA group or anything like that. I'm just saying the biggest leak of all time came from someone under your own noses, which is pretty common because a lot of your staff do that as well. So, I mean,
true. I mean, where do you think Miller gets a lot of this stuff from?
Exactly. And not just Miller. I mean, we've seen people post on Twitter like, yo, I just got told by Brian Wagner about like
allegedly.
Yeah.
They don't announce things though, so
they announce them through the grapevine, bro. It's like snakes and ladders. You have to get down there eventually.
Only thing they announced is who they voted for.
Damn.
We ain't all rednecks.
Pewter Odin, what was your thoughts on Monday when you got that info, bro? That that
I had
whole
to wipe the crust off my eyes. I'm like, is this real? Did Miller just data mine FK? No. Why he doing him like that? Why he looking through his files? And I'm like, nah. So I still have my contacts. I'm like, yo, did Miller just data mine you, bro? Or is this like some kind of a fluke or something? Cause then I go on YouTube, I'm like, oh no, he really posted the video. This can't be real. This can't be happening. Is he out the group?
I'm not in there. I can't tell you if he is.
I can tell you. I can answer that question. He heroically left the group before any of the devs got into the Discord to see what happened, and then they invited him back in. And
the Crystal PR dude invited him back in. Listen, he came to my stream and said it. I was like, yo, ain't no way you just made this mistake like that. You drastically messed up.
I think that's actually the second time he's broken embargo accidentally.
Wow.
They must
no invite back to the for the big content creators who left because you guys were too busy trying to berate one content creator in a fucking hate circle. But okay.
SlightStarDust how are you feeling on Monday when that happened?
Well, I got my scoop from our little roundtable group chat. That's the first. Because when I got up from my nap, all I heard my phone was going crazy. So I was like, who's getting wrecked in the group chat? So I went in and I see this horribly photoshopped thumbnail. And people talking about embargoes and a lot of references to Lightstream and Batman, and I'm like, oh, I know what happened. so I checked the info, and I was like, oh, okay, this actually is troubling on many levels. One, God, that's the worst promotional image Crystal Dynamics has ever produced. I mean, not just the fact that they made fucking Bucky look like Adam Driver with Anthony Davis's eyebrows, but the legend just added to it with his terrible text, but the overall quality, I thought, oh, this is rough, and there's only a couple weeks from now, so it felt to me like they were just it looked like they were going to rush this thing out. Because I was talking about it on my stream, I was like, oh, okay, I'm guessing I'll give them like December 6th because that gives them like extra week of promos to hopefully kind of make up for the fact that they haven't been doing any promo for 3 months. But nope, they just want to rush this one out. I'm like, all right.
Took them long enough.
Well, I mean, we already know what Cloning Labs is. We've had marketing for that for 2 years.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on a second. You guys can hear me. I can't hear you. I'm trying to get this figured out.
All right,
Johnny.
It was funny. Stars brought up ArtStation because somebody in my stream was like, you know, people are going to be disappointed if they looking at the Bucky concept art you've been sharing and they look at the real thing. And I'm like, nah, it's probably going to be the real thing's probably going to be good. No, it's not.
It's weird, isn't it? Because Bucky doesn't seem like a person that you could really make look weird, if you know what I mean. But his face is just like an uncle that you wouldn't want around Christmas dinner. You know what I mean? Like someone who's not allowed 5 feet near you, that sort of person. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all are going to give Doom an aneurysm.
like a really pale wizard who is perpetually stuck in the friend zone.
He looks like someone.
Snape. With a vest on? No.
He looks like someone that if he passed you a drink, he'd pour it down the sink. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Bro, Johnny, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, what's up?
Your thoughts on Monday, bro, when you got that info, that fire thumbnail.
Like, have we crossed the profanity line yet?
Everybody else has. I don't really care. Sure. Why not?
We're like 15 minutes in. You're
level
fine.
of just general fuckery with just unknown levels, man. Like, I mean, there's so much I want to say because I've seen, I may have seen the perpetrator being real smug with people I care about this week, and subtweeting a lot of folks, and it's just like, dude, when you've done the things that you've done in this community that people have let you slide on, like, the last thing you want to do is start getting passive aggressive with people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, with that being said, mistakes are mistakes. You know, shit happens. You know, I realize he's got the responsibility of, light string Batman hood, all that kind of stuff. So, it was what it was. But
yeah, I feel you, Johnny. Mistakes happen. You just got to chain them to your bed and just keep them moving.
That's what I'm saying, man. Right? And just, life gives you.
I was actually just about to make that joke as well. Like, CD could have him at the end of the bed. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Life gives you opportunities, and you have to chain it in the bed and will it into some, right? And,
Tuesday was a crazy day for Crystal Dynamics. They actually went to announce the what had already been covered by Kaz at like 3:00 in the morning, what had been covered by SlightStarDust, what had actually been covered by a certain member of their own team. So I mean, it had been covered to death, and they had to.
Scott Porter also covered it as well.
It was nice that he thanked Miller for welcoming him to the team.
How do you think they were feeling when that happened? We'll start with you, Mr. Pewter Odin.
Devastated. One word. What are we doing? This happened again? Nah. I can't believe this. Are we gonna bring them back in? We got better people we should be working with. We just added 2 more people. Why we ain't working with them more?
Pewter Odin is maybe who they should be working with.
SlightStarDust. What do you think is going through the heads of people at Crystal Dynamics Tuesday morning when they had
So here's the thing. After looking at the views of the leaked video, if it was just that, and it was like, it's only like 100 people, 3 hours, I'm fine with that. But if and then it was Miller, and that's when you panic, right? If it was just the original video and no one cared, do you know what I mean? Like, whatever. But if it was then Miller does it, and then everyone's does it, and now you panic. Then you start going, shit.
Yeah, and Casual does it, and it's 300 in like 20 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, yo, Ash should be up in there. Why he ain't up in there?
Like, literally, never mind. Johnny Rocker, what do you think was going through the heads over there at TV?
It was legendary. I mean, that's all you can really say, right? Just with all kidding aside, man, trust me, guys, as somebody that was in there, you're not missing nothing. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. The time of that group being relevant, long past, right? It's almost kind of like Doom's lead into the show that, there was an idea about a group of people coming together, right? When Nell launched that Discord, we want you to be honest. We want you to say, just don't break the NDA, but talk whatever you want to with your community. Be honest with your thoughts. We want your community's feedback. And one by one, Square Enix employees left, and the relevancy just went away. And, just in full disclosure, even before all the stuff happened with Bob and we all left, we had, everybody in this podcast right now can confirm we were having conversations about just leaving anyway, right? Like, what is the point? Like, they don't talk to us anymore. They don't do anything. There's nothing going on, right? But, for me, when they did it, because I guess we can just say, what it is. I don't know if it's out there now, but they tried to censor Bob Duckenweave, right? And we know that Bob has been one of the most positive voices for this game from day one of the largest creators that they have, right? And they started trying to censor Bob and tell him what he could and couldn't do and wanted him to take videos down and stuff like that. And it just really rubbed us the wrong way. And I don't even have a dog in that hunt, right? I'm not a YouTube guy. But to me, it's like, if you were going to start telling creators what they can and cannot say about the game, you were defeating the entire purpose of this group, right? And it's becoming something that it shouldn't be, right? So we all left. I have no regrets about leaving. And it's one of those things that, I'm glad other folks are getting in there, but, man, Pewter, I love you to death, man, and you are so much bigger than that petty bullshit that people throw at you, and you are so much bigger than that entire group itself, my man. So don't let it get you. We all got Midnight Suns coming in 2 weeks, chat, and we're going to be eating fucking good, man. And that's just where I'm at. So
I've heard no negative reviews on that. Doom, I hope there's a Midnight Sun section, bro, because let's gush a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course. Returning players. This is actually, we can get some serious talking in right now. Returning players. Now, Twitter went crazy on, I guess it was Wednesday. Golly, this was a hell of a week for Avengers, man. Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
So Wednesday.
Are we talking about returning players for Avengers? I thought you were talking about Gotham Knights.
Soon.
Returning players for Avengers are actually.
You skipped me too, by the way.
Did I? I thought you went already.
Nope.
No, then we got to get you in there because I actually want to hear what you got to say. I thought you.
Racist.
Oh, you know what? You and SlightStarDust back and forth is what it was.
Black on black crime got to
you
stop. You hear me?
Oh, I don't even know what he's talking about.
I was going to say, yeah, Sadot doesn't have Jay Shot Blast to push the allegations onto.
Your thoughts on what was going through CD's mind on Monday, or Tuesday, I should say.
I'm sure CD Nick E was absolutely furious that the blog he carefully spent 20 minutes working on was leaked early. It was a travesty.
Not only was it leaked early, Miller summarized it
better than good, and he realized we remove all the fluff. They didn't actually tell you anything new except the release date. They kind of further emphasized that he's going to have be reusing assets from Cap and Widow, but I mean they already implied that in the Forbes article. So
I find that so weird that they advertised that. By the way, that is so unattractive as an explanation. Guys, we used moves from other heroes. Play our game.
They didn't advertise, which they did 3 months ago. The heroic traversal update that people have been asking for 2 years. They brought that up, 3 months ago. Oh yeah, we're totally hear you. We're working on a hero movement. That's something we were hoping we're not going to have out 2.6, but we're hoping to get that out in between or around or later in the year. And all of a sudden, we look at the blog and it's just vague references to hero revisions, and it's
In fairness, they did it with crossplay back in the Kate War table, so I mean they've got a history of it.
I mean they did it with accessibility options too.
That's true.
I would say probably all the work they did on heroic traversal was people heroically traversing right the hell off the project to go work on Tomb Raider. So
Thank you.
That's probably what happened to it.
That's unfair. That's unfair, Johnny. They also went over to Perfect Dark and they're getting a head start on the new Legacy of Kain.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Savage.
damn, everything is getting love except returning players. Now this was kind of went ham on Twitter on Wednesday. It's like I said, this is a hell of a week for Avengers as far as people actually talking about the game. Nobody was still playing it at all, but they were talking about it a lot. And this is one of the things that came to be because Cloning Labs is 175 entry. Like you can't get into it unless you have a hero that is 175, right? Well, didn't everybody tell the people who were playing the game and didn't want to keep doing the raid over and over and the OLT over and over to go play something different and come back when they have content? Didn't we all say that? I mean, I was one of the ones who said it too. If you don't like it, well, go play something different, come back. Well, they came back to play Cloning Labs, but they can't. They can't play Cloning Labs because Cloning Labs has raised the entry level to 175. The only way you can get in there is...
Sorry, guys.
Oh.
That's my Jeep.
Okay.
It's cold in Cleveland. I'm sitting out here freezing my ass off. Sorry.
Now, the only way that they can get into the Cloning Labs is by literally doing the same thing that they did not want to do in the first place, and why the reason why they left the game. So let's start with you, Sadat. What would you tell people who are returning to the game and wanting to play Cloning Labs, but literally cannot level up because either the matchmaking is broken, they can't find anyone to run the raid with, and you need most of the events now, you have to be teamed up, which is right back to matchmaking to even get the rewards for said event. So, Dr. Gamer, would you like to start this off? Good sir.
Absolutely. And for all those players, I mean, Heroic Assault comes out the same day.
Oh, that was my answer. No, carry on, sorry.
Gotham Knights is 40% off right now, so take advantage of it. Grind out a hero or two real quick.
There's no power level requirement for Heroic Assault, right?
No power level requirements as far as we know, but it's pretty easy to level up in Gotham Knights, and you can do it 100% solo. You don't need anybody else. You get max level, all the gear. You don't need anybody else. No, have to deal with matchmaking. But if you do want to do matchmaking, they have join in progress. So if you do, if you have any issues, you can just pop right back in. There's always an alternative. But if you are determined to play Marvel's Avengers, I recommend doing what we did with the Jane Foster and Spider. Well, not quite Spider-Man, because that was a different situation. I'll explain in a bit. But I mean, level up the new hero, unlock, do his heroic mission chain. But by that, of course, I mean checklist of repetitive tasks that involve defeating robots. Get those audio files and peace out whenever you're bored. There's the main issue I've been telling people is that I've been telling people since June what Cloning Lab we've known since June what Cloning Lab is going to be 175. I'm like, all right, this is what the Cloning Lab is going to be. You got to be 175. You have until whenever it comes out, which we're assuming would be later in the year, which turned out to be the case. I mean, you know the vibe. Do the raid, do the events. Do it if you can't. Oh well.
Yeah, like what about the people who literally can't? Like I had a homie who literally was trying to level up from 159 to 175 or whatever, and they're literally stuck at 159 because nobody's ever on to play with them, so they can do the OLT, the events and whatnot.
The one event that you need some kind of matchmaking with is like Taka Anomaly, unfortunately, but.
No, right now the Vibranium event, you need to have somebody in there with you to complete it.
The Vibranium event now too?
The Vibranium event, bro. Wow. That's why I was like, what? Yes. They hit me up like, is there any other way you could do this?
Did they just change that?
It had to be recent because I haven't played the game since before Gotham Knights.
I remember doing that, but Bob always brings this up. There's there are groups that you can join if you're having trouble. Surprisingly, there are still people who play Avengers and they form groups, knowing that people can't do matchmaking. They have trouble with that, and they'll just form their groups, and they have them for all platforms. The Steam is obviously the most in demand. So if you're on PlayStation, you're on Xbox, you're on Steam, seek out these groups. If you can tolerate the subreddit, You can ask people in the subreddit. The official Discord has some channels for that. They're just look around.
But these are casual players. They don't even know that none of that stuff exists. Is what
I
that's
mean,
the hard
I mean,
part.
they're not Amish. Like, it's the internet. like
Bruh,
Go put
I'm
up
telling
flyers
you,
outside, in your local shops. Like, need 3 other Avengers players.
I'm
Please
telling
sign.
you, like, you can't. A lot of people don't even know there's an Avengers Discord because it's not promoted on any other website besides.
Well, if we're talking about people who don't know how to navigate the internet, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter regardless. That just Stadia, rip Stadia. That just comes. Now we're getting just into the general design of their planning, which I from the beginning thought was stupid because I swear to you, I had like an hour-long argument with Alex about this. And like, it does not make sense if you have one big update this entire year, basically, with you're bringing in Winter Soldier, which people actually like, and will bring in some players, and you're releasing them alongside a mission, just basically just like you did with Spider-Man, except with Spider-Man, you had a 150 version of that mission that he's dropping alongside of, because you had just raised the power level cap, and you recognize that people would obviously need time to adjust. And when you raise the power level cap, you have to give somebody a bone. This is live service 101. So even if even though the raid was basically unplayable day one for a lot of people, you still had the option. Because you can, if you know what you're doing, you can get Spider-Man or any new hero to 150 in the same day within a few hours.
They did change, and now all the events require you to do things with other players, bro.
So this goes into what I was arguing with Alex about. You can't just you can't just plan out content for what you want. You have to consider the players that you have. And I tried to explain 95% of players in your community cannot play Cloning Lab. They just can't. They do not have one hero at 175. You cannot make content built around player numbers and stats that don't exist for your game. If I know you would love if everybody was running, was end gaming and everything like that. Reality is, most of your players aren't end game because your end game sucks. I'm sorry, it's trash. Between not even just the repetitiveness, it's buggy. There's no join in progress, so people just don't even bother. So to continuously force multiplayer on people without actually addressing the underlying problem, which is that your multiplayer fundamentally sucks in terms of from a technical standpoint, and also is hurt by your plummeting player numbers. You can't make decisions like that force more and more multiplayer and stuff like that on people. Like, the common sense, I was like, all right, at the very least, make another path to 175. Make it theoretically possible to get to 175 that day, because you're raising the cap anyway. So I was like, at the very least, make it like a temporary event chain where they've done it before, like 3 events running at the same time, have Blade, and maybe like update the gear vendor so that it's dropping, it's 150 gear instead of 140, since you've now raised the cap twice. So now people once they hit 150 on their gear score can get that minor artifact to 160, and now with event stacking, they can theoretically get to 175 even faster than they would before. But they're just adamant, like, no, we like the system the way it is, and it doesn't work. And we're going to see when Cloning Labs drops. For one, I don't think we're going to see as many people come back as they did before, and the ones that do, they're gonna run around with Bucky, and then when they get bored doing the same missions they've been doing before, they're going to leave, and that's going to be the end of the content until 2023, assuming the plug doesn't get pulled.
Stardust.
Okay, so everything Sadot said, plus an angle that I think people haven't they probably considered it, but we haven't really spoken about, is that so they're obviously very headstrong with this philosophy, right, of having cloning labs be 175. But I want to just revert your minds back to 2 years ago. When we heard of cloning labs for the first time, right? And it was something that was going to be endgame content, which is 150 at the time, right? At that very time. So cool, right? So that means very similar to the raid, the first version of the raid, everyone could pretty much get to once they get to a stage where you would be endgame anyway. Now, after 2 years of people waiting for the one mission, they've released it to 1% of their player base. Right now, that to me is mind-boggling, because to me it almost feels like false marketing. Do you know what I mean? Like, with this new endgame content and we can all get to 150, and now they're releasing cloning labs 2 years later, and hardly anyone can even play it, right? And if you do, you have to be bored out of your mind to play it. Like, you have to actually give an arm to play it. I mean, not everyone can be bored, obviously. Like, Pewter down there's rocking 175 on like 500 consoles, and he's going to play cloning labs on probably 600. But like,
that hard.
But you know, for a lot of people, man, like, a lot of people are going to look at that and be like, man, really? Like, you know, I've heard this cloning labs has finally come out that I heard ages ago, and I can't even play it because you know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing a raid 100 times. I'm not doing these boring events 100 times. Like, no. Right. It's just it feels weird to me.
Something that Johnny always has said: just open everything back up. Why do you have to funnel everything into these certain 2 missions, literally, and then it becomes 1 mission after you hit level 160? You know what I mean? Like, just open everything back up. Let everything level you up, like they do in Destiny. When, like, right now, I haven't played Destiny in 2 years, right? But if I was to go log in, now I might miss out on all of the cool weapons and whatnot, but I can literally level up and go play the Witch Queen, or whatever the newest DLC is, because they want you to play their content. They're like, okay, you need to be this level here. You can do this, this, and this, and you'll be there right fast, and you can go jump into Witch Queen or whatever the latest content is. And I mean, why don't they just open it up? Like the Mega Hive after 150. After 140 is completely useless. Put 165 gear in there. Go get that shit. The last Avengers standing, like Captain Tate. Put 175, 165 gear in there. Let people go get it. Let people play your content again. That's content that when was the last time anybody on this panel played the damn Mega Hive or the last Avengers standing? Seriously.
Are you reading my brain, bro? Because that was just a question.
Months ago.
Yeah. Like, for real, like, that's two pieces of content that are literally dead in your game. Nobody plays them. Why? Because there's no reward in playing them. Put some rewards in there. Johnny, your thoughts on returning players, bro? You are a returning player without a shit. You are a returning player with no 175 characters. How are you feeling, bro?
Here's my whole thing, man. Is like, you talking about easy coding, right? And trying to make sure easy for the devs. I mean, you basically said my exact thoughts. All you have to do is just remove level restrictions and make the level cap 175, right? And give us the freedom back as Avengers. Look, I'm going to say this right now, and I challenge the devs, right? They have been trying to do shit their way this entire time, and look at where we're at, right? When I woke up this morning, there was a whopping 6 viewers on Twitch watching Avengers, right? Six, right? I challenge you, the way you're doing it is not working, right? So how about, say, we do a special event next week where you just remove all restrictions, just level to where we can go all the way to 175, playing the game as it was so amazing for a year before you release this fucking raid. Just let us play whatever content with whoever we want to, however we want to enjoy the game, like the game used to work and was fun and people enjoyed it, my ass would be streaming Avengers next week. That's a promise. That is a promise. If they did that and I could go back to having fun with my friends the way that I want to enjoy it, as much as I want to enjoy it,
before I let
would
you
come
go,
back,
Pewter,
and a lot of people would.
let me say this real quick. I have all 12 of my heroes at 150 because I used to enjoy playing the game. It was easy to get to 150 and it was cool. I would enjoy doing that. I've got one character at 175. One.
Good.
It's not about getting good. I just refuse to go sit an hour in a raid to log out. I mean, to get kicked out, or for somebody else to get kicked out, or to get frozen, or for Claw to just go big and never come back, to walk off. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that. My time is precious. I didn't have to go and do that.
Doom.
Can I say one thing?
You're content creator.
I just want to apologize for the quality of everything, guys. I'm sitting in my Jeep right now. I'm
your
doing
presence
a
is
fundraiser
good
for
enough,
here in
bro. You're
Cleveland.
blessing us with your presence. That's good enough, bro.
The beer was enough.
Right. But I just want to say real quick, man, like, as much as you heard me coming in here fired up, I've been drinking too. I don't know if y'all can tell. But the way I come in here a little fired up, dude, if you love Avengers, love Avengers. If you want to play it to the day they shut the shit off, play it. If you don't like it, go play Gotham Knights, go play Pokemon, go play whatever. But leave the people alone that's enjoying it, right? And on the other hand, if you're enjoying it, don't go white knight simping, chasing everybody that's got any kind of honest criticism, giving them shit, right? Because you have no right asking the haters to leave you alone when you want to go jump up and, hey, look at me, Brian, I'm so great. I'm going to defend the game. Look at me. I'm awesome. Like, that shit ain't helping nothing.
No.
So let's, like I said, if you want to enjoy it, like I said, if they make the game fun again, I'd be right there playing. Right? Yes, I have no personal problem with the people that make Avengers. I mean, there's one that we just found a whole bunch of shit out about.
Y'all is not gonna stop.
Yeah. There's somebody on that team that's a piece of shit.
Pewter Odin. You're
just one question.
That was a
huge talk. Let Pewter talk, y'all.
I love y'all. See you later. Have a good one.
Let Peter go. He's got a huge revelation right now.
Nah. Because there's people who coming back who quit the game after like the first month of the game being out, trying to like play Cloning Lab. They're gonna be in for a freaking doozy. They're like, wait, I gotta be 175. Wait a minute, I gotta do this
175.
Wait a minute, I'm only 130. Oh my god, what? Nah. First off, I kind of want to agree with everybody right now because Sadat, you got some good talking points and Slide as well. But Doom, when you said make the what is it, the Mega Hive play the power stuff like leveling, yeah, I totally agree on that. Also, why they got like every time we do an iconic mission and we complete it, it just goes away. We do the harm room, it goes away. Like, bring those back. You can use those as a path of power as well. We can do those missions. Those missions are fun as ever. But now you got us completing them on purpose for a nameplate, and then you got us like taking them away. Like, it's gone. It's gone. I'm so flustered right now. I can't even, like, you ain't got me in your group. I got Gotham Knights. I've been playing Call of Duty. I've been playing Fortnite. I've been enjoying my time playing with my friends. Like, nah, Avengers got me like on some BS right now. I want to just burn his hat, the jacket, and all of it.
Bro, no, he said burn it.
Ooh. You see the title is unworthy.
How Doom was whining about not having any 175s as if he doesn't know Jon Snow and hang out with him.
I haven't played the game. I haven't hung out with
Jon. I did a raid in like 15 minutes.
He's got a dedicated video out.
This morning, I had to do a raid in 15 minutes. Because I had a group of save wizards. I random matchmake the raid this morning. Every single one of them was hacked. One-shotting everything with a light combo. Just tap and you're done.
So there you go, everyone. Don't fret. Just play with hackers, and you'll be fine. You'll get the
Hey,
175 in no
if you play with
time.
hackers, you just go through the content super fast. That's all that. One shot close.
If you become a hacker, you can just get to 175 instantly.
Right.
There's
What
ways.
they call it? Save Wizard. I
Yeah,
got
Save
Thor,
Wizard.
and my Hawkeye is 171. I could literally log on if I felt like re-downloading that game. But I don't really care. I think I'm going to probably level Bucky up to 150. I'm not even going. I don't even know 4 people or 3 other people that I can play Cloning Labs with right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, you do, dude. You're a content creator. You can literally get 4 people anytime you want.
bro, I got a dead channel. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't work the same.
Send out the bat signal.
Then I'm gonna be playing
Not the bad
heroic
thing.
assault. So if I'm sending out the base. Let's go.
Gonna steal it from the GCPD.
Bro. Yo, wow, dude. More passive power. We've already talked. Why won't this game die, yo? I mean, that's a literal question. Like, bro,
Give it time.
like Johnny said, he logged on and it was like 6 people watching Avengers. But Monday, Tuesday, when all of the stuff happened, I mean, like the mentions was going crazy. Avengers was trending. Bucky Barnes was trending. I'm just like, really? Why won't this game die? Like, for real? Like, it should be buried in. But
it'll die.
Coming back.
People like me. People like me.
No, it's because Square Enix is not done getting that skin money.
Oh, dude, let's talk about it, dude. Embrace it, y'all two on this side over here. Did some videos on Embracer, and Sadat, when I watched the video, how you pointed out the enthusiasm of talking about Guardians of the Galaxy versus the Avengers. Yeah. We're gonna let them talk about that next. I was just like, oh wow, you broke it down, bro. Would you care to elaborate on that a little bit more? Embracer versus actually, we can just go say Guardians of the Galaxy versus Avengers and the responses that we got from Embracer.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we like, as it's become a tradition, I covered it on my channel live at 3:00 in the morning, and all you Avenger nerds showed up, waiting to hear Avengers. And surprisingly, unlike last time, we actually got some talk about Avengers. Crystal Dynamics, since the deal was closed, they are legally now allowed to talk about their plans, and they talked about their plans. But when it got to Avengers, it hit different. And that's why I did. That's why I said it like that in my video. Like, when they talk about idols and Guardians of the Galaxy, it was like, we're excited to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. Just hit
over
8 million players. We can't wait to use our resources to continue driving business. And Idols has some great games planned that we love to get into. We'll talk to you later date. And when it came to Avengers, he was just like, oh, and Bucky Barnes coming to Marvel's Avengers on for the highly anticipated Omega level threat cloning lab.
He said that we all can play with Bucky.
Coming November 29th, and next
slide.
We should be excited. We should be excited because we get to play the new content with Bucky. I was like, in a month. In a month for those who grinding it out like that, because I'm still not going into that raid. I'm good. But SlightStarDust, your thoughts, sir?
Man, well, so the reason that I even had Avengers in my video to begin with was because it was 5 seconds after Guardians. So I just thought, I'll just keep recording. Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, the difference between the two things, like, they were so proud of Guardians, because Guardians at first, according to, I think it was Square who said this, but that's not surprising, that Guardians didn't do very well, right? But now they're like 8 million players, smashing it, it's amazing. And then they get to Avengers and the dude's reading like a eulogy. He's like, here lies November 29th. What's his name? Summer Supreme. Oh no, Winter Soldier, that's it. a mega level threat.
The way
Yes,
he
indeed.
said Omega level threat, bro, I was like, he don't.
He actually sounded like he vomited a bit in his own mouth when he had to say it, like it's a naughty word. Do you know what I mean? Like he's like, I don't know if I can say that here. Mega level threat. Like it was
fair,
dangerous.
Phil Rogers is from Square Enix, so he's probably definitely sick of Avengers and shit by now.
True. And then when he was like, oh yeah, we team up with the Winter Soldier to play through this content, and literally I was just like, you must be mad.
You're talking to Jon Snow.
He's
Self-sabotage from the gate.
Yo,
No way.
any thought, bro? You better change that from unworthy to I just caught on to what you better stop that, sir. You are beyond worthy, my dude. But any thoughts on this?
Hold Mjolnir.
But you holding Stormbreaker, so the point.
Okay, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? My arm's gone. My arm's gone. I gotta get me a metal arm like Bucky. Crystal, I need your help. Don't do me wrong.
Embrace the thoughts, bro. Any at all?
We already knew this was coming. Like they didn't give us any news on Avengers because maybe they don't have anything. Maybe, just maybe, this is the last thing we might just see from Avengers. We're going to play it. They're going to dump out some skins. That's about it. And we're not going to probably get any more content after this. This is probably the last thing we're going to get. This is probably the last hurrah. So I'm just going to enjoy it while it's here. And if we do get something, hey, it could be a blessing. That could be the reason why I'm not in the CC group. Because they know it's going down.
Yeah, right.
I just want to point out that this is from the same man who said we wouldn't get She-Hulk, by the way, so he must know something. Get your videos. No, I'm joking.
Stop it.
I mean, I literally that's that when he said that, it made so much more sense because where is She-Hulk at? Where is She-Hulk? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I'm also told that they have a 5-year contract. This game been out in development for 5 years. That was the 5-year contract. We're hanging on a thread here. So if there is a 5-year contract, what are we going to be getting for the next 3 years of this game being out? Think about it. Captain Marvel. Skins. That's it. And I'm so tired of getting emails from Square Enix when they was just like, oh man, this is the worst thing ever. We should have never had this game with the publishers. But yet here we are. You want our money to buy these skins. Fuck you, Square Enix. I don't like you. I fuck some Crystal Dynamics.
In fairness, Pewter, if you got added to that group, all you'd be doing is skins because they don't care about what people think. So I mean,
yeah,
exactly. Count your blessings.
The reason why you will never get into that group, Pewter Odin, is because you tell the truth, bro, about the game. You don't just shield. If you don't like something, you express that. And that right there disqualifies you from getting into the group. Notice the people who are in there, they grind Avengers. That's what they do. They talk good about Avengers no matter what. It's the same skin for 3 weeks in a row. You know what? That's a great damn skin. And if you missed it, you can still get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on that. That got them into the group, and that's cool with me. Like, more power to them. They still my friends. I'm not about to sit here and be like, this skin is dog. I'm not buying another skin. You can give them to me for free if you want to, but I'm not buying any. I don't care if we get Captain Marvel the day after Bucky. Am I buying a skin for her? Hell no. Damn it, no. I'm not buying no damn skin. I'm good. What I'm gonna do with the skin?
Not one more skin before the server gets turned off.
And you can't use them.
I feel bad for Forspoken because I was all about that game until I played Marvel's Avengers through Square Enix, and now they just like took a fat dump on Marvel's Avengers, and I'm like, I don't think I want to mess with Square Enix anymore. I think I'm done with them.
The thing is, outside of the dialogue, I really want to play Forspoken because it seems fun.
Oh, really? See, he says we also discovered some interesting history with Brian the other day.
Does he know?
Does
he know?
guys? This wasn't me, by the way.
No,
This is
it's
clear.
not anything. And let's talk about Gotham Knights. Before
Stardust
we
is
do
fault.
so, let's hit a commercial. Let's talk about
Just
aim
don't send him a
controllers one
DM.
more time. We can just talk about aim controllers one more time because I got me a brand new aim controller. Use code Doom. Yeah, all of that.
What's shaking, people? It's your girl Spring. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Have you checked out AIM controllers, the absolute best controller in the game from customization to branding and more? With a lifetime warranty, why not invest in something that's worth it? The best controller for the best deals. Make sure to use code DOOM at checkout. Links in the description. That's code DOOM for awesome discounts. This is your DSG brand ambassador, and you know the motto, let the good times roll.
Laissez bon temps les rouler. Can I get more of that, please?
What alien that? Alien is hooking all the way up. Heroic Assault 4-player co-op. Just get it out the way real quick. SlightStarDust, who you going in there with first go round? Your hero.
Probably either Red Hood or Cake Girl.
Pewter Odin, who you going in there with?
Bad girl all day.
SlightStarDust, who you going in with?
I think Nightwing.
That sounds like a team. Y'all all going with different people. So,
What are you talking about, Doom? We have Tachyon Anomaly in Gotham Knights, all right? We have Tachyon Anomaly.
I
We can
know,
play it.
but who wants to go in with the same? Like, I think that's the whole purpose of why they play so differently. Like, you got Nightwing as the healer, you got Batgirl as a healer as well. You got, your crowd control with Red Hood and Robin. I think they're meant to
Sure,
like,
but we can all just use a range build and forget all that nonsense, all right?
That's true.
Nightwing bumps everybody, bro.
You can stack Nightwings. You have four Nightwings. You're just constantly healing each other, generating momentum and debuffing enemies.
But you don't have that beat down like you get with Batgirl. When Batgirl come in and hit you with that
But you do have the break dance, which like melts through everybody anyway. If you have
that break dance OP is hell yeah. That break dance OP, son. You got a team already, SlightStarDust, for your Heroic Assault, sir?
We got several Gotham Knights shows in Durag Nation that we could run with.
I know you probably going in there with Wiccan, Fexito, and who else, Pewter?
Who cares?
SlightStarDust, who you going in with, bro?
Probably, I got a message from Synchro the other day because he was like, "Hey, bro, what are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know. Whoever wants me first out of Avengers or Gotham, I'll do whatever, bro." But I'd rather it be Gotham Knights. But I like playing with friends, so whatever they're doing. And Synchro was like, "Oh, I'll find two people." So at the moment, it's Synchro and two mystery partners. That's all I know.
Probably Slipshock and Kaz, maybe.
Probably. Well, no, because Kaz will probably be doing cloning labs because he's a shell.
I'm going to be doing it all.
I'm doing it all too. I don't know if I'm doing cloning. I'm not really, to be honest with you, I'm really just not that interested in it. Bucky, yes, I'm really excited for Bucky to keep it a buck for Bucky, you know what I'm saying? But cloning labs, like, I might just watch Sadat and play that real quick, see if it's worth my time type of deal.
Yeah.
Bro. Like,
I guess it's when it comes out, right? Because if they both come out very similar time, then as a content creator, you kind of have to be like, right, what's going to be more beneficial for me to do first anyway, right? But then as a player, it's like, which one's going to be more fun? But they're the same thing anyway. Because like for a lot of us now, believe it or not, it'd probably be Heroic Assault that'd do better, right? Especially for
we don't know nothing about Heroic Assault though.
That's my next question. That's literally my next question. What do you
34.
guys think will be inside of the Heroic Assault? And we'll start with you, SlightStarDust.
Wait, sorry, what was the question?
What do you guys think will be inside of the Heroic Assault? Like, for as villains, for as what we're actually doing in there?
I would like a rotation of factions per 10 floors and like a villain to add on to it. If it's the regulators for the first 10, Mr. Freeze on the 10th, right? Then you go in, then you have the Freaks, Harley Quinn on 20, right? And you keep on doing stuff like that. I think that'd be really fun because then what you could do is, I don't know if this is their plan, but you could like mix it around every floor. So like the first 10 floors, maybe the second time round could be Freaks, Harley Quinn, you know what I mean? Swap it around and stuff. I think that'd be really fun. Clay monsters, Clayface, 20. That's what I want, but that's just kind of like, because I want it so far removed from what a hive is so that no one can say it is a hive, right? You want it, I want it as different as possible.
What do you think is going on in the heroic assault, Pewter Odin?
Every 5 levels we're gonna get a mini boss. Every 10 levels is gonna be a main boss. Maybe a mini boss with a main boss. We forgot about Clayface. We might even get some hidden bosses that's not in the campaign too. So it's just a big surprise at this point. I'm excited for it.
SlightStarDust, what are your expectations of what's inside of the cloning lab, good sir? Not cloning lab. Fuck. Heroic
It's on your brain, bro. You want to play Cloning Lab? So
I
bad.
do not. That's the thing. That's the whole thing. I don't even want to play.
Boxley was saying it's so similar. Like, you just talk about her, bro. Like,
what a chill.
Doom chill CD.
I want to play it so bad. I ain't gonna lie.
I was trying to talk to. Well, I was talking to Patrick. I kept trying to get him to spill some stuff about heroic assault. Trying to give him throwing some hypotheticals at him, trying to engage, try to get a reaction, and all he could say, he implied that they had some surprises cooked up for heroic assault other than just the DLC itself. But he obviously wouldn't go to specifics. So I'm thinking just when they first announced it, I immediately thought of like ascending the tower in Godfall and one of the missions they had during the Gotham Knight main story. I'm thinking like I'm just picturing everyone on a rising platform and factions are just dropping out. So like League of Shadows and Court of Owls and then we'll see Regulators, maybe a mix of factions. Dropping at the same time, like Talons with the Drone Masters at the same time.
I would die. I would die. Good question. Kaz asked, "What time do you guys think Heroic Assault is even dropping?"
I hope it. I don't remember any Gotham Knight update dropping like anytime other than like afternoon. I feel like that's when all the patches have been dropping, like afternoon, evening. But
early morning.
But I know that's why I was like thinking like I'm probably going to play Avengers first because I know Avengers reliably always drops patches that start in like 11 Eastern, and all the Gotham Knights patches so far I've downloaded have been like for the most part like later on. So I have no idea when it's actually supposed to drop.
Dang.
Double stream day for everybody.
Chat, who y'all going in the Heroic Assault with? Post y'all freaking.
I really like Robin, but I just hate how I just don't think there's going to be any stealth involved here. So you're really just relying on.
But you know what? You got 3 other people. You can just do your stealth. You know what I mean? Yourself, like, and that would be vicious. Like you hit that smoke and turn invisible, and you just literally dropping down on people with that damn what do you call it? That sideways, dude. I love that sideways.
That's me because I'm not even picturing it being. I'm picturing this being like indoors, like no grapple. Like just
they gotta give you your smoke bombs, man. That's like part of the game, bro.
I think there will be layouts where there's like elevated platforms and stuff because they have gear that is so heavily tied to stuff. I mean, there's the God piece, right, where it's got like 5 perks on it and that. So it'd be really weird design choice to not have like an all options arena for each floor,
Yeah. Imagine a room full of big Marthas though. They do not play them big Bertha chicks. With the chain, they be throwing you, whipping you into your own teammate. You get discombobulated. They whack you. You go down if you play on hard difficulty in one shot. Like it's crazy. I hope they do something like that.
The way I've seen it done in Division, and the way like some of the expeditions and Outriders are done, it would be cool if it was like different. You're just like kind of moving through different areas instead of just on this one floating platform. So and so you can have some, maybe apply some strategy to different areas. But I don't know. We don't have any details. All they did was they announced it before launch, and we haven't heard anything since, really.
Well, I wish Horder Gamer was in here right now, actually, because he dropped a TikTok with a whole bunch of information, like the replayable villain sectors and whatnot, and they're going to be coming in at a higher difficulty and things like that. So it is going to be a bunch of stuff that's dropping in this particular patch. It's not just Heroic Assault. So I'm wondering,
we can just
what
basically
else?
go straight to the boss fight at a high level.
Yeah, there's the boss fights are going to be back. I don't know how they're going to implement that, but I know they're coming back. I don't know, like maybe maybe it'll be like the mission, like a mission chain, like you like the Night Hub missions was. You got to defeat 3 of those premeditated crimes or something like that, and then the boss will show up for that. You go defeat 3 regulators, and you'll get what's his name, the Freaks. You know what I'm saying? You go defeat 3 premeditated crimes of clay people, you'll get clay fees, and vice versa, like that. Maybe a tile one or something like that if you defeat the court, not the court, but the league.
Now they're adding updates. I know we've been dunking on Avengers, but it wouldn't be fair not to bring up how dog water the end game gear system kind of is with Gotham Knights. Like, I hope with this update they fix the disappearing mods, particularly the legendary.
Why do all of my legendary mods disappear? Just my legendaries, though. None of my heroics, none of my my purple gear, just my gold gear. I'm like, where? My mods, not the gear. Yeah. And actually, my gear's been disappearing as well. Like,
yeah, we need obviously fix all that, and there needs to be more nth metal drops. There needs to be more variety in the gear, the legendary gear for each hero that drops, like more farming, like, because that will determine how valuable Heroic Assault is. Like, if you can farm it and get some like really good rewards and put together even better builds, that that would be something to strive for. But if it's like just you're just doing it for completionist sake, like, what's the point? It's like one and done.
How long you think Gotham Knights is gonna last?
If they keep dropping updates and keeping, like, what I notice about Gotham Knights is they are very interactive with the community, from the voice actors, from the people who worked on the game, from the people who just work at WB Studios. You know what I mean? They're interactive as hell. And as long as people like us who are playing the game and are getting shout outs and follows and retweets and big ups from people who are actively involved in the game, this game could go on for as long as they're doing that. And if they keep putting out good stuff, like if Heroic Assault is actually good and they add new villains or something like that, or new way, like Sadat said, new ways to acquire gear, or even better gear, you know what I'm saying, or a finalized system or something like that, that's gonna keep me playing. The game itself is good, you know what I mean? So
for sure.
Wait, I guess it depends on like them monetizing, right? Because if they do the whole like, we're doing free content forever, guys.
Well, they're clearly not. No, they're not doing that. No.
Like, which is good. Like, so hopefully the idea is this Heroic Assault is supposed to be like, look, guys, look how good we do our content. You can now buy future content and and they'll sort of like a taster. Which is fine, yeah, absolutely. I'll happily pay for future content and stuff. I'm glad that they've.
Mr. Shockblast already told me that they're doing paid DLC, so
they are doing paid.
Great. Yeah. Make it single player, because I don't want to play with my friends sometimes.
That's the thing about Gotham Knights. Everything except for Heroic Assault, that it seems like you can do it by yourself. You know,
pretty sure you can do it.
Heroic Assault is just made for the team.
Pretty sure you can do it solo.
The Heroic Assault, it can be. It's a solo.
It's up to 4 players. Remember?
That's
remember the language. Remember the language. Up to 4 players was the language they use.
Fire, bro. I mean, like, say
not 4 player level, max level required. Up to 4 players.
That's fire. There he goes.
Hoarder. Go ahead and break it down. First off, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming in, my dude.
Thank you.
Go ahead and break down for the people all of the stuff that you found out for what's coming to Gotham Knights, good sir.
I would be happy to. I also have the source right here in my hand, the Gotham Knights official collector's compendium. It's really nice. It's hardcover. It's a mix between a strategy guide as well as an art book. And at first I thought it was just an art book, and I was like, well, that's okay. But on page 19, they talk about Villain Showdown. They mention those items that are related to villains that are at the bottom of the stairs. You'll be able to approach them and actually take on the bosses again. But the bosses will level up each time you fight them and have new abilities to go against you with.
Do you know what's actually? I remember wording close to that when they did the Batgirl and
Yes,
Robin, Mr.
yes.
Freeze thing. They were like, the fight is going to be totally different from level. I can't remember what they said, but level whatever to level 50. They said
Yes.
50.
The Elliott Center. The Elliott
gonna
Center.
increase the
Yes, he
power
talks
level?
about that during the freeze
Oh,
battle.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
fire, bro. See, this game got a lifespan already, Pewter. Already, bro. It's got a lifespan, and there's
like
more than 6 people watching at any given time. Let me stop. Anyways, what else? What else we got? Hoarder Gamer coming to the game, bro.
There's also there was promotion before the game came out, which said face to face, but it was face TWO hyphen face. So a lot of people think that Two-Face will be involved at some point. Also, it wasn't Patrick. It was one of the other main people said, we're working on a number of things for you. So it made it sound like it's not just Heroic Assault and Villain Showdown. So I guess we'll see.
Man, that's exciting, dude. That's exciting as hell.
Wow. Imagine giving you an incentive to actually replay villain content.
Imagine actually having more than 4 villains at the start.
What's kind of crazy is that in an update where, I mean, in fairness, I mean, obviously they're going to start marketing it soon, but like it's for them, it seems really like a casual update drop, and it's got more content coming to this if everything's there than Marvel's Avengers expansion. Were kind of, that's all I'm saying. All right, their full month-long marketing expansion has less content than a casual Gotham Knights drop. That's all I'm saying. There's levels to this game.
Literally.
Damn.
30 levels to be exact.
Actually, what's so crazy is that, like, I don't know if the game is AI or something, but I literally find new areas inside like buildings that either they weren't there before, or like they're hidden compartments, and like there's chests and all kind of villains and stuff. Not villains, but little grunts and whatnot in there. And they're like in these new areas, the grunts aren't easy. Like their difficulty level is like a high level or something. It's crazy. Like the game steadily evolves the more I play it. It's an incredible game. What were you saying about that, Hoarder?
Yes. So basically, I noticed that too, and someone was talking about they got up to like day 80 or 90, and they kept seeing things they didn't see before. So it's kind of wild. Like they'll find like a new building they'll enter, or like they'll go to a same building they were in, but it was a different type of thing they were doing in that building. So yeah, it's really neat. My favorite way to play it after beating the campaign is about 2 hours, which is like 2 evenings, and then you get some randomized missions, you get some cool things to do. You're not worrying out your welcome where it gets boring at all. You're enjoying it,
I'm on like night 120 or something, and I noticed that there are more enemies that have like the super dodging.
Oh my gosh.
So they are leveling it up with you in AI, and man, that's crazy, dude. Damn. So the game is going to continue to push you the more you play it. It's not just going to let you wipe it. Okay, yeah, I've gotten to level 40. I've gotten all of my, attributes maxed out. I'm about to just go mop the floor. They're like, not today.
Well, I'm still wiping it, but I'll notice. But I'll notice I'm like, oh, you can do that now. Okay.
Yes, indeed. Pewter, Fact said y'all need to finish your level 40 story, bro. Why are you slacking? Why is you slacking, good sir?
4K.
Let me hit you up tonight. We gonna play tonight. Say less, because I play with Facts. That's my boy. We play every single day, bro. That's my boy.
When I was able to play before I got sick, I used to run with Facts all the time. That's like the go-to person, though, to go. Like, if you need help on Fortnite, hit up Facts. You need help in DMZ, hit up Facts. You need help on Avengers, hit up Facts. Like, for real, the dude he's just good at every game, bro. It's hilarious, actually. I need to get back to playing more. So Facts, I'm about to be hitting you up too, good. I gotta get back to playing, dog.
I'm about to say, you do that.
Dog, I had got sick. Then like we had the big storm, killed the power for like 3 days. It's just I've been going through hell, hell, Pewter. For real, like all jokes aside, but like I'm here and we kicking it, we live and we on a wrap up. So let's keep it good with this energy because this energy is crazy. First villain you going to play once you get that new update, bro, and you get to go to the door of the villain's house or whatnot and go in there and fight him at a harder level. SlightStarDust, who you want to replay, which at max level? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, for me, the best villain encounter in the entire game was that first Mr. Freeze encounter where the whole city is frozen. That was just peak. That was just inspiring. Like the whole city just iced over, and you have to send. You're sending this tower of ice, and then you have that final conversation. It was just the whole buildup was just so well done. I enjoyed. I enjoyed my baby Harley, but I hate what they did with her face fake.
When she got
the stoma.
Yeah.
She looks like she tripped and fell into the paint rather than put it on carefully.
Like she was mad when she put it on. You know what? I don't want nobody to call us.
It doesn't work.
I'm coming to get you, Bats. But first, let me go and smoke my cigarette.
It didn't work. And the encounter was fine, but just everything about at first Mr. Freeze encounter was just so epic. It was like, oh man, this is a superhero game. Like this feels like a major threat.
It was an event. Like that fight was an event. Like for real. And you were so low powered at the time. Your first time going through it. Like that was crazy. SlightStarDust, what's the first villain you go and attack once you're able to do so, good sir?
So I have like two ideas because for two different reasons, right? So the second encounter for Mr. Freeze, for a very similar reason to what Sadot said, is that I love the arena. I'm a real big sucker for like really cool looking environments and arenas. So like the fact that you could fight in like this ginormous ice like stadium looking thing, it's crazy, bro. And like all of it is just insane. And then the second one is the second encounter for Clayface, because that dude clapped my cheeks the first time I fought him. So I want to go back and be like, let's see what you're about now.
I got some mod chips, fool. Let's go.
Yeah, and then he'll bring out new moves that then clap my cheeks again. So I'm just gonna, Oh, I didn't realize you had that. Sorry, I underestimated your game.
Hornet Gamer, who you running that fade against, sir?
It's going to be Mr. Freeze. It's going to be the first encounter like Sadot mentioned, because I love the second encounter, especially the part where you have to find a way out of the arena. That was a surprise to me. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Or, you just get wasted. I will say, though, the AoE does not completely seem fair, though. It's some pretty rough AoE when he's like covering the entire ground, and it's even hard to see where you can be where you're not going to be hurt. And I've heard other people say the same thing. Also, there is a villain that is represented by a samurai sword. I'd like to fight them again.
Talia?
Yeah, I didn't know if we wanted to say, yeah.
Oh, no, man. This game is 3 weeks old. If you don't know Talia, I feel bad for you. Who you running that fade with? Mr. Pewter Odin, sir?
I think we're all in agreement here that Mr. Freeze is the best thing about the game. Right? Like, he is incredible. Every single boss I fought in that game was a breeze compared to Mr. Freeze. I died 6 times fighting that man. I couldn't beat him. And I was solo. I was like, I ain't had no help. I ain't had no facts on my side. You know what I'm saying? I was just like miserable with it. So I was just like, how can I
Dude.
beat this man? I had to
I
make a
can't-
post about it.
I can't relate. I fought him for the first time with Red Hood. So
Oh, you
Right. See that? Like if you
Absolutely.
don't know, like I fought it with Nightwing the first time, and if like when I got to him when I did it with Red Hood, I was like so mad that I had to fight it with Nightwing. You know what I mean? I was like, what the man, Red Hood, you just sit back and real quick and it's done. Like what? But my villain and y'all and nobody said this. I'm really surprised that nobody said that they wanted to fight him again. I want to fight Lazarus Pit Batman again. That fight to me was freaking fire, dude. Because his combo chain, the first time you thinking you done, you like okay, bop, 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 duck, hit him. Like he's still coming at you. He's swinging his feet around. He's trying to grab your legs and. Though that fight was fire to me, so I wanna go against Batman, Lazarus Pit Batman again.
yeah, I fought him with Batgirl, so that one ended fast too.
Yeah, that
fight wasn't very long for me.
That girl makes the game so easy,
bro. Like was the last person I chose because everybody was like Batgirl is definitely OP. So I went Nightwing, Red Hood, Robin, then Batgirl. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Robin is the weakest of the bunch for me, bro. Like his kill time takes so long in comparison to everybody else. I'm like, dude, why am I still fighting Big Bertha? Why? Like, I didn't hit him with the twirling.
The problem with Robin is that if you're in stealth, you're insta killing a lot of stuff. But
yes,
if you're out of stealth, then you're relying entirely on your ability to to deal elemental damage.
Right.
Yep. Robin's the only one that can actually like take down the big enemies in stealth and instant destroy them, which is really neat.
But see, now I got this thing with Red Hood, bruh, where I just literally hit him with the headshot real quick. Half their health is gone, so I grab him. I drop a concussion piece on his back. I kick him. I shoot him, and everybody else is dead. Like, bro, that takes like 2 seconds to clear a whole set of enemies. Like,
I like Batgirl's Hawk Smash move. I was just using that. I guess just jump up in the air, punch the ground, just everything dies.
Bro. Dude, like everybody's so you can hit him Nightwing, hit him with that break dance, that Huapa Tower, whatever that's called. And then when you do that, and then come right out of that and hit that super speed and just bop him on the head, bro. Nightwing too much, dog. The dude too much, bro. He's like so. And then you got Red Hood again. You just hit him with the headshot real quick with Red Hood and throw some concussions on their back, and that's a wrap. Like
Red Hood is very disgusting, bro. All he does is just pin you to the wall. What you saying? Wow. Where my money at?
Like, but Batgirl, dude, that beat down by itself, and that's the first move you get is the beat down. Like, it's so nasty. Like, bro, nobody else in the game is really messing with that beatdown because they work on small people, it work on big people, it work on all people, bro. Like you get caught with it, you done. Like she gonna hit you in the head with that baton at the end of it, and ain't nothing you gonna do about it, but just knock out.
It's uninterrupted too, so if they try to attack you with it, she's still going.
She's just like puny earthlings, you know what I'm saying? Man, come on,
her Nightwing had the best takedowns. To me, yeah, Nightwing because just is so disrespectful how he just drums in your head.
But have you did the wall one where he smacks your head against the wall, looks back at you, takes a selfie, jumps off the wall, and then the dude's nasty, bro. He's just disrespectful, bro. Yeah, he literally does a selfie, like jumps off the wall and then bow, like.
That was a problem. I love this Batgirl just chokes everyone with her legs. Just down. We just all the chat down bad.
Wow. Right. All right. Best hero in the game. Let's get it out the way. Best hero. Oh, let's do power rankings from worst to best. Starting with you, Peter Hood. I'm throwing you in that water first. Who the worst to the best?
The worst to me was, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this because I don't play him. It's Red Hood. I know he's OP, but
you're wrong.
I know I'm wrong. But he is
Try
Wrong.
again. Do it again.
Wrong.
so
right.
powerful. I just don't play him. Like,
I hear you. I hear
Wrong.
you. Third. Who's in third place?
Robin,
Second place.
Nightwing.
Oh, bad girl is that beastie for you, huh?
Yeah.
It's like Stardust. Who you got?
Damn. I think so. I think worst is Robin, right?
Uh-huh.
Then I think I'm going for Nightwing,
You're not wrong.
then Batgirl, and then Red Hood. That's my thing.
Popcorn.
Porter Gamer.
Okay, so my least favorite is Robin, but if I want to play stealth, he's amazing. Otherwise, yeah, rough. So Robin, then I would go with Nightwing, and then Red Hood and Batgirl would be my favorite.
Got that beastie for you, huh? Twin, what you got?
Okay, so this is overall across multiple encounters, not just everyone's different. Everyone has strengths in different scenarios, but this is just all around just usefulness in all the encounters. Last is Robin. Then it's Robin. I mean, it's true. Unfortunately, it's Robin. Then it's Nightwing. Then it's Batgirl. Then Red Hood.
I'm gonna go.
Snap, bestie.
My words. I'm gonna have to go. I'm about to catch some flag too, bro. I'm gonna say Robin just because of his. Like, if you're not stealth, and sometimes you just can't be stealth, you're taking forever to kill the enemies, and I don't like that. His range is horrible. Like, it's bad. He's still a good character. Don't get me wrong. He's still a good character, but as far as he's then Red Hood is gonna be third place for me, bro. Woo. And I like Red Hood a lot, but he's so one trick pony. I mean, for real, like. You just shoot his guns and that's a wrap. You can literally just headshot everything, bro. You can literally you can literally beat the entire game with headshots without every pressing square. Literally, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Batgirl is really nasty in this game. She is a monster. But once you get to them higher levels, her like that focus on one enemy, it kind of gets a little tedious for you. But the dude Nightwing, it's the super speed for me. Like, you do the super speed, then you hit that break dance, bro. Like, it's nothing. Like, for real. Then you can, if you feel it like you want to take your time, you just throw the little, your electrical or whatever you got in your the little one move you get where you scratch the ground with your baton and you send the earthquake of whatever your status is. That's an OP move by itself. You add the super speed and then the breakdance into it. Like, he's just, to me, the funnest player to play. He's not the strongest. Batgirl is definitely. I don't know how they made Batgirl the strongest player in the game, but she's definitely.
And once you unlock her final momentum ability, it addresses that and her ground smash pretty much solves your all your crowd control problems.
Yeah, I think if the ranking was like most fun to play, I think Robin would be my first. Like,
the slingshot is actually good. That's why I said he's very, very dependent on status. Like once you unlock the right skills, he had his slingshot can actually set like
those charges, right? Yeah,
charges that explode. And you can set up to 3 of them, but they will be based on the status effect. So if you have, the way I have mine set up is, I can just quick boom 3 cryo charges, and then they blow up and everyone's frozen.
Mm-hmm. What is your suit status? Like, the one thing about Robin that I actually like a lot, because he's not a bad player. I know he's my worst as far as, because I just don't like his kill time. But like, when you do your decoy and it explodes, like what's on your suit? Like do you use a cryo decoy? Do you use a a talent poison decoy, which is actually really OP to be honest with you, or the fire one, or the bioelectric one? Which one are you running on your Robin Sadat?
So I'm still looking for that Holy Grail suit for Robin, but until then, I like. So for me, with a lot of characters, I like the reinforced suit because it's kind of OP because it makes you incredibly tanky, and it's really useful if you're just trying to grind legendaries and try to get the right stuff. In my experience, Toxic is probably the one of the better ones because I mean overall I say Cryo is better because Toxic is just kind of useless against Talons, but Cryo is just great against everyone. Like not only does it do damage, but it actively halts their movements, and
Like
it's
for
just
a long time too.
it just gives you time to just sauce everyone up. So to me, it's just all around the best. Shock is good because it sabotages weapons, but Cryo just stops everybody in their tracks. Concussion is pretty good too.
Yeah, I like the concussion. Like you was talking about his slingshot, throwing them 3 down. If you have the right suit on, anything you hit him with concussion gives you momentum. So you have like that Nightwing thing going on where you can just constantly get the momentum going with Robin. It's pretty cool, but again, it just takes so fucking long to kill people, man.
Robin's momentum skills just aren't. I feel like just aren't as good. Like the decoy is good. The be able to go invisible is okay, but not nearly as good as you would hope it would be.
You move too fast, it's gone. Like
yeah, but yeah, it's like the decoy is great. The best move for me is when he shoots up in the air and rains down the status. Yeah. Like when you have because I have cryo on mine, so I have the cryo slingshot. Then I do that move. It's just cryo. It just rains cryo on everything on everything because it's a final momentum is even though it looks the coolest, the demon it's ass in practice. It just looks
cool. What too though? Red Hood has like the worst momentum setup I think ever, bro. Like what is up with his momentum moves, man? They're not really that like I don't even use them that much. Like
they're pretty insane actually. So the ideal combo this partly requires you to invest in the right skill. So he has the two-fisted reload, and there are skills on the skill tree that make your shooting with the two-fisted reload just incredibly OP. Like he has one where when you activate two-fisted reload, you're temporarily getting unlimited rounds and you're doubling the number of bullets that you're firing. So if you do two-fisted reload and then you pop off with your triangle, which is your guard break, you're firing that one's already rapid fire piercing, doing a lot of damage. But now now you're doubling the rounds that you're doing on that. And it also applies when you do the precision headshots, when you do precision shots, instead of just one really powerful shot with the precision, now every one of those shots is doubled.
Oh, like I never even paid attention to that because I don't use the 250 reload that much because it sucks on those the big guys with the shields. Like sometimes they can block it, you know what I mean? And I'm just like,
the whole point of it is just to literally activate it so you can trigger that skill.
I've been trying to use it. I'm just like, he's like, no, don't actually use it. Use it to shoot them some more.
Yeah.
Yo, so I know for a fact that everybody on this panel has seen this movie. Let's talk about it. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Let's talk about it. It's been 2 weeks. Embargo is lifted. I don't give a shit. Let's go. Bro, the end credit scene by itself. Son, tell me who you are. I am Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa. Tears, bro. Tears, bro. Like, what? Thoughts on the movie? Pewter Odin.
Is that a recast? Do we count that as a recast? Because
Bruh,
It's a recast.
It's
It's
a
a
future-
different
it's
character,
a
but
future-
it's still
it's a-
T'Challa.
It's a future recast.
mm,
It was a cop-out.
Yeah.
It was a
I
cop.
thought the
I
movie
thought
was
it was
freaking
beautiful. I thought it
fantastic,
was
dude.
beautiful.
Oh my god. Okay, so I saw the movie. The beginning of the movie, just bawling. I don't care. I was just like bawling. Then it gets quiet. I'm like, why is it so quiet in here? It was so quiet. Everybody was holding their breath. I'm like, let me drop a pin real quick. Echo.
Sound like a grenade blew up in
Yeah.
there.
Movie is
Boy.
diabolical. M'Baku
Bruh.
was amazing. The cast was phenomenal. This whole entire cast should be getting Grammys. Like,
Bro.
they knocked out the park. How are they going to get past? How are they going to make a better movie than Wakanda Forever?
Mama Rwan, man. Call the gamer. Talk to me, bro. Your thoughts on the movie? Look, I'm beating my mic.
I thought it was awesome, and for me, what was amazing about it is it actually felt, as you were watching the movie, cathartic. Not just for the characters saying goodbye to T'Challa, but for the actors themselves saying goodbye to Chadwick Boseman. I thought that was just mind blowing. I thought that was really good. I like what they did with Riri. I was happy with the surprise scene in the throne room with Shuri and the person she sees. That was pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah.
I love that. It was a beautiful movie. It was really well shot. And wow, what an interesting take for Namor. In the very beginning, I guess when he shows up in the comics, he's more of an antagonist. So I was not expecting him to go that route with this. And especially the conversation he has with Namora, I was like, oh, damn. This is interesting.
That boy said, pick up your dead, take care of your wounded. You are the queen. I was just like, bro, who wrote this? Who wrote this?
Google it, bro. Google it. That man is amazing.
Boy, SlightStarDust.
Man, so it's insane because so I'm still a guy, right, that can go to watch Marvel movies and still feel like these are big events, right, even though they happen like every few months or whatever. But this was a real event. Like, this was a real huge deal. Do you know what I'm saying? And when they did the Marvel credits with the tribute and everyone was silent, I was like, that's powerful, bro. Like, already I'm like, damn, it's going to be this sort of movie, right? Like, we knew it was anyway, but like, they really, bro, that silence was long, do you know, because normally you're like, you know, it's proper epic and stuff, but then it's just
with T'Challa by itself.
Crazy.
You can hear people breathing, dude.
Like everyone who was eating like nachos and stuff stopped. They threw it back in the box, bro. It was crazy.
Nothing.
Nothing. No one did a thing, bro. Everyone who needed to like cough, do a little just stopped. It was crazy. But then obviously, you know, you get into the movie and stuff, and the beginning, you know, just in general with the, you know, the send off and everything was beautiful, man. I mean, like you know, with the casket having the, you know, the Wakanda Forever thing as well, and then they all do it as well, and I thought that's so like sweet, because that must have been really emotional, must have been difficult for the actors, because that's a real goodbye as well to you know, to their friend and stuff, you know, pretty much like a big family. And let me tell you, right, you can tell that this film meant a lot to every single actor, especially the actors that were in the first movie, right? So the lady who plays Queen Mother, Angela Bassett, is that right?
Yeah.
She
Right?
got the ballpark.
Bro, give her an Oscar. Like, she smashed it. She should be one of the first MCU actors to get an Oscar, because she literally acted like if she didn't, the world was going to end, bro. Like, she literally was going for it. You know, everyone was great, fantastic, but she ate every scene she was in. You could see why they used a lot of her clips in the marketing, because she really conveys the tone of the film. Okoye getting a bit more. We can talk everything, right? There is no off. Right.
Man, it's wide open, bro.
Okoye sort of being pushed more into the front lines and stuff. I really liked it. I think she smashed it. Let me tell you what made me emotional, right? When we get that little montage right after Namor just does a madness in Wakanda for the first time. We get that montage of Riri doing the suit, Shuri sorting out the herb, right? And just keeps failing, and we keep going back to that. And then it eventually works. And I'm like, oh, because even though we already knew Shuri was going to be Black Panther in this movie, I was like, you know, I mean, is it, you know, is that going to be one of them Marvel things like the Hulk in the Infinity War trailer sort of thing, you know? But no, and I was buzzing. I almost cried at that. I was like, I can't believe we're seeing Black Panther again. Like, because even though, yeah, it's not T'Challa, it was still sort of amazing and surreal to see a Black Panther again. And I was so happy about that, bro. And the CGI was fantastic. I won't lie, the first Black Panther film, final boss, like an Xbox 360 cutscene. But this one looked fantastic, looked amazing. And Namor is genuinely one of my favorite characters. Like, I actually, as much as the terrible stuff he did, was praying that they don't kill him off in this movie. I was praying for it, bro. When Shuri, you know, had the thing right near his head, I was like, please don't do it. For multiple reasons. One, story, because obviously I'm rooting for her not to go down that evil Killmonger path. But two, I just want to see him again. Like, he's great.
I want to see him in a different setting as well. You know what I mean? Like,
isn't he in the Marvel Illuminati?
Yes, he's an Illuminati member. He's also a member of the Cabal too. So like, it's crazy, bro. Like, yeah.
Also heavily involved with Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah,
Sadotthegamer.
Yep.
Thoughts on Black Panther? Just let it all out, good sir.
I thought it was a pretty solid send off to Chadwick Boseman, wrapped in a fairly mediocre Marvel movie, which is pretty much what I was expecting. And also didn't predict. I love the Marvel intro for Chadwick, but didn't particularly like how they handled how he died in the movie. I thought that having him die of a mysterious illness of unknown origin off screen was kind of on the nose, and not really how I would want T'Challa to go out in the movie. I felt like there was a more heroic way they could have sent off the character, and it just that whole part just made me uncomfortable. Also a little confused with how the key to apparently saving him was the herb that he should have already had in his body. And apparently he didn't tell anyone all this time, which, you know, in real life, when it was pretty brave how Chadwick, you know, knew he was dying, knew there was nothing anyone can do about it, and just didn't want to burden the public and just want that image. But in the context of the MCU, this makes him sound like a fucking dickhead. Like, why would you're in the most technologically advanced place in the world. You have some of the greatest minds out there. You have Banner who helped create time travel, and you have Shuri. You have all this stuff, and you get sick and apparently lose your powers, because that's the only way that even made sense. And you're just like,
the herb killed him.
Yeah, I'm just not going to say anything until I'm about to die and leave my country defenseless. Like, what the it didn't sit right with me at all. Just thinking through it logically, like in the context.
You're just a hater, bro. You're just a hater. You let that high ruler run through you right now.
I did not like the villain. I was not a fan of Namor. I was laughing more than anything. Like when he breaks into Wakanda, which, you know, how, but you know, we're not gonna get into how whales got into a landlocked Africa and freshwater, but he was sneaking in. It's like, they called me God. No, I was like, what the fuck, bro? It's supposed to be intimidating. Like, I'm just laughing that he's sitting there with his dad bod. I'm like, bro, this is so mid.
Like, you sound bad right now.
Actually, like, so I was actually rooting for Shuri to stab Namor. I just like I was like, get him out of the MCU, please.
I cannot with you, bro.
Let's say that. I actually like Riri, her actor. I thought she did a solid job. My problem was that they didn't really do a good job of distinguishing her from Shuri. Is like I felt like the only difference is that one had a Wakandan accent, the other didn't. They felt kind of like redundant.
She was
characters.
replacing Shuri, and Shuri was I kind of got that from that scene. You know what scene I'm talking about? It's the scene that her and Chadwick Boseman is their most famous scene, and they kind of tried to recreate it, and it just was not. It was not it. Like,
but even the Riri stuff left me with several questions. Like okay, how did she build an Iron Man suit or as a broke college student? As last I checked, that functional arc reactor requires quite a lot of very hard to find and expensive material.
You're gonna find out about that in the Ironheart TV show.
I assume based on what stuff she was doing, I assume magic because like she because like it makes no sense. Then I'm like why did the CIA steal the vibranium detection machine and just without saying anything? Like why? Like the way it would actually play out if anyone had a room temperature IQ would have been Madam Hydra would have strolled into MIT once they found out about the machine and be like, hey, would you like to make so much money that you and your mother never have to worry about anything ever again?
Oh, yeah. Sure. They would not have just taken that one machine, not made a bunch of copies of that machine itself. You know, like they're just gonna send the only the only copy of the machine, the only actual working version into the field without making it.
That was the premise of Namor's plan. Was we got to kill the scientists because you know they know about vibranium now, so we got to make sure they don't have this machine. I'm like, bruh, first of all, there's no way they didn't already reverse engineer the machine. Like they know how it works now. They're not going to put it out there. Secondly,
they really did though.
You destroyed it and killed the entire crew. So they know where you destroyed it. They were tracking it the entire time. So I think they're going to piece it together that, hey, everyone we sent here died somehow. Why don't we go see what happened? Oh, vibranium.
Also, what about that giant Eternal that's popping his head out of the freaking ocean?
We don't talk about that. But then why? And then they would kill me is they actually went and got the scientists. They went and got Riri, and while they're running from the feds, Namor's people come out of blue and attack them. I'm like, why? They're literally bringing you. They didn't even give them the chance to betray you. Like they were literally just getting her, and you nearly killed them anyway. Also, how did they know where they were? Like if they were tracking them the entire time, why didn't you just get the scientists yourself? Like you can send them on land. You could have got Riri yourself. Why make them get it and then try to kill them?
It's like they didn't know how to. It's like to me, what I took from that was bad off-screen writing. I should say, you know what I mean? Like because to me, what happened was they didn't know how to track the scientists on land. They used the Wakandans to do that. They were tracking the Wakandans through the vibranium the entire time. They can track vibranium themselves. So as soon as they found out that they had them, they, did their thing, came up on their wells, and was literally about to take old girl out. Namor is not your typical. He's like, dude, he's more of a killmonger than a T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? He's like, okay, this person right here is gonna cause harm to me. I'm about to take him out. I ain't got time to rehabilitate them. I ain't got time to explain myself to them. I'm a king. I'm a god. I'm gonna do what I need to do.
Probably the Mortal's plan is that I wasn't even convinced that he was even going to be able to pull it off. Like, I'm gonna wipe off the surface world with 20 people with masks on, and I was like, in Wales, like, people already know about the earplugs. Like, okay, I'm a landlocked country and I have earplugs. What are you going to do? We have drones. We have we have a Hulk. We have
a Hulk.
we have wizards. What are you going to do? What are you actually going to do to the surface world, bro?
No, but see, that's what kind of messed up too, because they went too techie with Atlantis or Telecon or whatever it was called in the movie, because Atlanteans in DC and in Marvel both use magic as well, and they're not. They literally made it all tech. It's all vibranium. It's all tech. Like they didn't show any of the mystic arts at all.
Exactly. It is reduce the threat, and like they had their I guess they were vibranium water bombs.
Those were pretty dope. Those were pretty dope, bro.
Yeah, but we're also weird how Okoye took one to the face and like took no damage. Yet they used that to destroy reinforced vibranium glass and kill the queen. I was getting Black Widow vibes. I'm like all of a sudden everyone here has got the super soldier serum or something, because they can't, because they could just take bombs to the face and and just you could get stabbed through the chest with a vibranium spear and just be like, all right, I'm good.
Wow.
What was really crazy about that part is like she didn't really show any signs of fatigue or anything. Like she was stabbed. That part kind of made me mad a little bit.
That whole part was that whole final battle was all right. It's one thing, like you like the scene where they stopped killing the Wakandans and said, okay, we're gonna give you 7 days to lead up to the final battle, because it's a Marvel movie. So gather your dead, get all your resources and plan out so you can defeat us, and then we'll see you in a week. I'm like, okay. And their big plan was, okay, let's fight Namor in the middle of the ocean. Perfect plan.
I didn't like her. I didn't think her plan was going. But see, I don't think that was her plan. That wasn't her plan. Her plan was to get them out, to make them think that they were in a position of power, and then to take out Namor in front of them or bring his head back.
Their plan was to somehow get him inside of a space heater, while everyone else just watched. You put all your Wakandans on a giant cube in the middle of the ocean against fish people with bombs.
One thing I will say about that is that lost. Like Shuri was obviously very like vengeful, hungry. So her focus with her plan was specifically Namor.
Yeah,
I just want him, right?
His plan,
so even though you're right, the plan was stupid.
Her plan didn't work anyway, because her plan
did.
The only reason her plan worked is because the writers don't know what they're doing. Like, As soon as they got Namor into the space heater, he crashed the plane, and they landed on an island.
I do wonder why Shuri took so long. By the way, she was kind of watching him escape.
Just hanging out. It was like, okay,
get us to the desert fast. Like soon as he was in that ship in the space
going in on him.
No, she needed to get him to the island right then and there, right?
But the problem is, even when they got onto the island, it's an island. The water was right there. She took his wings from him, though. No, he was flying. The first part of the fight, he was flying and knocking her all around.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And then he got in range. All he had to do was fly into the water. Fly out of the water and he's not dry. He's not dry anymore.
Oh, you're stupid. I hate you, bro.
Also, I found that whole plan kind of problematic. Like their plan was to dry off Namor's back. I didn't like that implication at all. But I let it go.
Oh my god!
I let it go. But I had a little problem with that. A little bit of problem with that. Dude got it.
Aquaman could never.
I feel like I'm uncultured. I don't get the joke, but I feel like if you explain it, whole stream's gonna get shut down. So I don't know.
Yeah, I can explain it to you in the after show.
Okay,
YouTube will nuke the stream.
It wouldn't be Aquaman. That's all I gotta say. I don't have no body anymore.
Aquaman definitely would. So it required a lot of suspension of disbelief that I just wasn't. It was just been. I'm like, okay, there's no way she should have won that. Like, Namor just acted like an idiot, and even then, he still stabbed her and like required her to, out of the power of friendship or something, he healed her out. I don't know what's going on.
It's Batman and Superman vibes. Martha, why do you say her name?
I don't know, it was weird, but at least the mid credit scene was good. But that movie, I think I gave it like a 5 out of 10. It was just not it.
Sheesh.
Midnight Suns. We're talking about Midnight Suns now. I'm done, bro. I am done. Like, you know what?
What's shaking, people? It's your girl Spring. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. If you enjoy the content, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and share the video. It's an easy way to help the squad grow and give you more fire content, shows, and events. This is your DSG brand ambassador Spring, and you know the motto, let the good times roll.
Man, really, you need Jesus, Allah, some water.
They wrote it. I didn't write it. They wrote it. I didn't write it. They wrote it.
What are you talking about in the first place?
Bro,
my friend agrees with Sadat actually on that. He brought that to my attention, and I was like, "Oh God, I didn't even think of that."
Bro, why did?
I'm just pointing it out. They wrote this shit.
I'm not the only person thinking like this. If he's saying it, somebody's already thinking it.
I get it now. I just did some Googling. Oh no.
I can't with him right now. Midnight Suns. There's not really a whole lot to talk about because we kind of did a whole podcast dedicated to it. We had the boy King Greek. He's actually like I think 60 hours into Midnight Suns right now, and he says he's addicted to the game. He likes it. The turn-based strategy portion of it is actually intriguing, and you have to set it up properly, or you won't get your ass whooped. You know what I mean? So that I don't think I've discussed Midnight Suns with you in the recent days. So you want to go ahead and give your thoughts on what you know so far about Midnight Suns?
I know very little apart from what I've seen from the first impressions from the various next makers. From what I could tell, everyone seems to enjoy the combat, but not the social hub with the PS1 graphics.
SlightStarDust talk, please. Just talk.
Okay, so while I'm doing that, let me just close this tab where I find out what he was talking about, because otherwise, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm someone who loves this kind of game very recently, turn-based stuff, and like the social aspects working into the combat and all that, and then the combat working into the social aspect and it feeding into each other. I really like that stuff. I know that a lot of people said in the first impressions there's a bit too much of that. Not really an issue for me. I mean, I'm not a graphics guy, just to be completely honest. I mean, things can look ugly. Yeah, obviously you can say that. But like for me, it's not anything that I would like rank it down for. But one thing I am a bit worried about, I don't know if this has been a critique, because I haven't actually watched a lot of those videos out of just wanting everything to be my own impression and not kind of be persuaded to think a certain way, if that makes sense. That the writing, I really hope the writing is good. I don't know if any of the first impressions have said that it's a bit stupid, but if you're going to have a real high amount of social aspect of it, I don't want it to only sound like it's from a kid's show.
Blade ranting for 10 minutes about how he doesn't like Twilight was not great.
I did see in the latest stream about Blade fancying Captain Marvel, but like I thought that was like a cute little thing. I was like, oh, that's funny. Like, so maybe that is for me. Maybe that writing is what I like, because I look at something like that. I look at something like, oh, Blade fancies Captain Marvel, well, cute. Like, I'm into it. So maybe after a little bit of getting used to the way that they characterize everyone, I'll be all for it. But yeah, the combat brand sort of relatively new for me, but I like all the flashiness. I think it's definitely going to be something that I get stuck into. They've already, the future looks pretty bright. The season passes and stuff seem very well. The season pass at the moment seems really cool, and they've got this marketplace and stuff that I'm sure they'll actually release good skins on. And yeah, man, I mean, it looks good. It looks good. I'm sorry, Greek, haven't been able to watch your video yet. Well done though on the Bill Roseman and all the love you've been getting on it. But simply for the reason of I don't want anything spoil. I didn't even want to know what the symbiote suit for Spider-Man looked like, but I saw it on a thumbnail. I was like, shit. I wanted the purple tint from the Ultimate stuff, but it's fine. You still did good.
Pewter the Worthy Odin. What are your thoughts on what you know so far about Midnight Suns, my dude?
I know that they welcome me into the community, flying colors. I'm trying to not watch any review videos because I also do not want to get spoiled. I want to keep all that excitement for myself. I'm excited. They got my main in there, Magic. I've been playing with her in almost every single Marvel game that she's involved in, Strike Force, Heroes Omega, stuff like that. And I'm gonna be going really hard with her with the dialogue, so I'm gonna try to get her maxed out right away. Her and Blade. And Captain Marvel looks amazing. They made her look real powerful. I'm excited to fight Hydra because we should have got Hydra with Bucky and Avengers, so that's gonna be my Hydra fix in that. And
we do have Hydra. They're called AIM.
Please don't start the AIM thing again, chat.
Hydra AIM.
It's Hydrame.
Oh god, sponsored by AIM. Anyway,
like that's about it for me. I'm going to pre-order it, and if I get a free code for it, I'm going to be giving it out for free if I get a key or something. So there's that.
Hoarder Gamer, I know you were one of the ones in the DSG group chat that was excited about Midnight Suns. So go ahead and give the people your thoughts on what you know so far, my dude.
Also, I'd like to say shout out to King Greek. I apologize, I've not seen the video because I'm also trying to avoid spoilers. And as soon as it said in like the little caption, 60 hours in, I was like, oh God, what am I in for with this? But I think the game's going to be awesome. I would have gotten a collector's edition, but for some insane reason, they decided not to do one with this game. Just the legendary, which has the skins and the DLC. I am thrilled with the DLC. I love Deadpool, and the fact that he's the first DLC character is amazing, and I'm looking forward to everyone in that pack and playing with them. I think that's going to be phenomenal. The fact that it's like a 50, 60-hour RPG, and then there's even missions you can do when you're done playing the story, I think is awesome. And I've always liked XCOM. It was just too difficult for me. This has 8 difficulty levels, so I'm pretty sure there'll be something here I can deal with. Plus, the whole idea of this, probably even on the highest difficulty, isn't to just instantly kill the team, Things were really difficult with XCOM 2, for sure.
I'm excited for it. Hopefully, I get the key from Rainmaker. Shout out Rainmaker GG's and whatnot. I've got a pretty good track record with them, but Cammy isn't there anymore, so I don't have that in that I used to have. True. So who knows? But I'm still excited about the game. I'm gonna get it regardless if I get the key or not. Just for one, it's a Marvel game. I like Marvel games. Turn-based, I'm not so. I guess it isn't like the Dokkan battle or whatever for Dragon Ball. Isn't that turn-based pretty much? I know you. Anybody played that before? The Dokkan Dragon Ball game. Chat. I know Slip. I know you didn't play that before. You like that, the anime stuff, like the Pokemons and all of that. So is it similar to something like that, bro? Because if it's like that, it's actually not bad at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like you really can do some things if you set yourself up right. You can hit some serious criticals, and then you got teammates that's gonna come behind you and do special things as well. Like I was watching one of the playthroughs or whatnot, and somebody had Spider-Man, and he was like running around hitting everybody on the team. Then the hunter girl gave him some kind of powers, and he did like some kinds of explosion shit, and then blew up everybody on the map. So shit like that, you know what I mean? I'm good with that. It looks cool. It's not button smashy, but if you can, like I said, it's a brain game. If you got a good brain, you might like this game. Boom.
Yeah, the one thing
I should cancel my pre-order then.
I definitely don't like turn-based games, but the one thing that made me think of giving this a shot is that it has the card mechanic, and I was a former comp Yu-Gi-Oh player, so I can definitely get behind that.
I didn't know you was one of them hat turners, bro. You can get your...
tournament winning.
He turns the do-rag around, though.
The flap of the do-rag on in his face.
I tied a flat. I tied a flat when it's time to get serious.
I feel you, son.
Shout out to Ash.
One of the things that was like most exciting though about Midnight Suns is that like when I was younger, there was a Facebook game, Marvel Avengers Alliance, and that was turn-based. That was an RPG, and me and my friends were so into that game. Like we used to be like, bro, your Human Torch is shit. And we'd like argue about it and actually fall out and stuff like that. So there used to be genuine, like I'd go around my friend's house, be like, what'd you say about my Human Torch?
Bro.
And I'll be like, damn, all right. There's PvP in the game. There was PvP in the game as well. But like seeing sort of a turn-based, very in-depth game like Midnight Suns, where now I'm in a new sort of bubble of people that I can be like, yo, your Spider-Man is bad, bro. Get better, and just having fun. It's sort of like it's almost nostalgic in a way for me. So it's like there's going to be a bit of that as well, of just kind of like this was going to be rose tinted glasses because it's Marvel, but there's also going to be a sort of blind to all the nonsense. I don't know, it's just going to be nice to sort of rewind time a little bit and go back to those days. I'm just excited for it.
My concern with the game from just purely from a content creator standpoint is it feels like they've done a great job of the marketing, but it just doesn't feel like there's a lot of hype around the game yet. Like I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking at how popular the dev streams are and the various content creator videos, and it just doesn't seem like enough people are like invested in it so far. I'm wondering if that'll change once people actually get to see some of these content creators like do go in depth and play it, because I think the turn-based strategy art element is still what's holding people back, and there's going to be, and I think this just might still end up doing well for people, but I think it's definitely going to be on the niche side. Like people who are just into that thing are going to be like into that type of game.
I think it'll be like I think it'll be sort of a shorter version, like not a shorter version, but like almost like a Guardians situation where once it's out and those people who, once the big guys who get the ads and stuff move away, it'll slowly build up that niche following, and then maybe even drag some people along. It's definitely going to be a slow builder. Yeah. I think they'll release it out of the gate and they'll say, I didn't really perform how we wanted to, and then a couple months later they'll be on an Embracer stream going 8 million plays. Sorry,
because Guardians very much relied on word of mouth.
Yeah. Marvel Strike Force did a collaboration with Midnight Suns, and they gave Magic the Midnight Suns skin. You just gotta do a 7-day login for it. Maybe they might do something like that for Avengers. You never know, since they're so big.
Boys.
Anyway,
we're gonna get a name card and that's it.
One second. Let me go feed my flying pig, Pewter. I'll be right back.
You get a 7-day login bonus. You get a fragment extractor. Get the fuck out of here.
I hate y'all. I do. Pewter Odin, put yourself on the map, sir. Let people know where they can find you at, and we're gonna get up out of
You
here.
can find me on twitch.tv/pewter_Odin. I stream mostly in the morning time and rarely at night.
Hoarder Gamer, put yourself on the map, sir. Let people know where they can find you at.
So on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central, you can find me on the Doom Squad Gaming YouTube channel with Hoarder's Comic Flex. We talk about comics, toys, even like video games related to comic books as well. And also Twitch, twitch.tv/Hoarder Gamer. That's where I usually stream.
Yes, indeed. SlightStarDust, talk to the people, man. Put yourself on the map.
So, this is the last wrap up before I fight someone for real. And for anyone who thinks that I'm going outside to start street fighting some random dude, it's not that. For anyone who doesn't know, I have been training boxing, amateur boxing, for about 8 weeks. Tuesday will be my last proper session because Friday is going to be a bunch of questions. And bro, let me tell you, I'm terrified. Absolutely terrified.
You got this, bro.
Remember when you swing with your knuckle and not your actual fist.
And breathe.
My brothers in Christ, I've been doing this for 8 weeks. Yeah, no. So if you want to donate to the cause, it's let me get the full link. All right, the full shebang. This is for Cancer Research UK. This is it's the big deal.
Can't wait for you to fight Mayweather next.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's probably up for it.
Okay, pause next. Yeah, let's get it.
Just don't die. Stop.
Listen, guys. If I do this next wrap up, obviously I can't do the one Saturday because the show is on the Saturday. So imagine that I just come straight home like, hi guys, Avengers, yeah. Two black eyes, just busted nose, like, yeah, man, it's Avengers today, yeah.
My man gonna be looking like Martin Lawrence when he got done with the boxing match,
bro.
Actually, super quick. I need to ask chat a question. So we're doing a face-off on Wednesday where I find out who I'm fighting and we get to talk a little bit of shit. So I want people in the chat to give me an idea of how I can get into my opponent's head. Should I dress up a certain way? Should I do Bully Maguire on stage, bro?
Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
As in the full like glasses, the full like.
Don't do that.
What do you mean, bro? What do you mean?
Man. That's not gonna get in his head. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up on.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like he'll get overconfident, yeah. And then I come out to like a really stupid theme song, bro,
beat him up,
and then they'll think like they'll be able to like bash me up in one punch, but in actuality it takes 3. So then they'll be very tired. Spring wants me to start a Royal Rumble.
So that's the game. Put yourself on the map and tell people where they can find you at, bro.
I'm shit posting on Twitter and on TikTok. SlightStarDust. I've been streaming on Twitch more lately because YouTube is racist. It won't let me make money on my videos. So if you want to support the Durag Nation for now, hit me up on Twitch, SlightStarDust, streaming a variety of games. We'll be covering the Marvel's Avengers, Winter Soldier, and of course the Gotham Knights Heroic Assault.
Oh my god. This man see. Anyways, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Again, big shout out to AIM Controllers, not AIM the company, but AIM Controllers for the fire brand new controller. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for tuning in. We had an awesome show with an awesome staff. I said staff with an awesome panel. Sadotthegamer, SlightStarDust, Johnny Rocker, Hoarder Gamer, Pewter Odin was in the building. That's just fire to me. Thank y'all to the chat for tuning in from Divine Shine, 69 Spring Rose, Fellhorn, Eastwood, Captain Taylor, Last Avengers standing when ain't nobody else playing the game and the service is off. You know who's gonna still be posting on Twitter talking about, dog, look at this Captain America. I just got the star on this. Captain Tate. That's who's gonna do that. Captain Tate. Derek the Simp God, who I think he wants to eat spring rolls feet because he just loves him some spring rolls. Miss Place was in the building. Slipshock TV, Sheldon, Kenshiro, Oh, don't even know. Everybody else who was up in here, it's been popping. So, with all that said, laissez les bon rouler, which means let the good times roll.
How you say it again, bro? Laissez bon temps. How you say it?
Laissez les bon temps rouler.
Laissez les bon temps rouler.
Lazy bunions. Right, let's go.
You know what they call midnight
Make
suns?
Avengers great again.
They call it midnight buns because it's ass. That's what they call it.
MAGA man.
MAGA soldier.
What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the. Wait, let the good times roll. All right, bye. What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap up where we give you the news. Break it down bite size so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game and start out what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction, live viewers call in. No cap conversation, we going all in. It's the weekly wrap up, so enjoy the show. You're now rocking with the best. Let the good times roll.